The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, nestled in a cozy little house, lived an old shoemaker named Mr. Finn and his wife. Mr. Finn was a kind man, but he was very, very poor. He had only enough leather left to make one last pair of shoes. "Oh dear," sighed Mr. Finn, sadly looking at the scrap of leather. "I will cut the leather now, and tomorrow morning I will sew this final pair." He carefully cut the leather into the right shapes and laid the pieces on his workbench. Then he said goodnight to his wife, blew out the candle, and went to bed, feeling quite worried. The next morning, Mr. Finn woke up and went straight to his workshop. He couldn't believe his eyes. On the workbench, where he had left the cut pieces, was a pair of the most beautiful, perfect, and sturdy brown shoes you ever saw. They were finished down to the last tiny stitch. "Wife, look!" he cried. "I did not make these. They are a masterpiece." Just as he was admiring them, a wealthy customer walked in. "My goodness," the customer exclaimed. "Those are the finest shoes I have ever seen. I will buy them." The customer paid Mr. Finn a very good price for the shoes. Now Mr. Finn had enough money to buy leather for 2 new pairs of shoes. That night, Mr. Finn cut the new leather into 4 pieces and laid them out on the bench, just like before. "I wonder what will happen tonight," he whispered to his wife. The next morning, sure enough, there were 2 pairs of perfectly made, shining, new shoes. This went on night after night. Every time Mr. Finn left cut leather out, mysterious helpers would finish the shoes beautifully by morning. Soon, Mr. Finn and his wife were no longer poor. One night, near Christmas, Mr. Finn said, "Wife, we must find out who is helping us. We must thank them." So, instead of going to bed, they hid behind a curtain in the workshop, holding their breath. When the clock chimed midnight, the workshop door creaked open, and in skipped 2 tiny, playful elves. They wore ragged, tattered clothes and had bare little feet. The elves jumped onto the workbench, and with their tiny hands they stitched, hammered, and tapped faster than you could blink. In no time at all, the new shoes were finished. Then poof, they vanished. "Oh, those sweet little fellows," cried Mr. Finn's wife. "They have helped us so much, but look at their poor cold clothes." "We must thank them with a gift," agreed Mr. Finn. The next day, Mr. Finn made the elves 2 tiny pairs of fine, warm leather boots, and his wife sewed 2 cozy green coats and little pointed hats. That night, they left the tiny clothes and boots on the workbench instead of leather. Then they hid again. At midnight, the 2 little elves returned. They saw the beautiful new clothes and gasped with delight. They quickly put on the warm coats, the pointed hats, and the fine little boots. They danced a happy jig on the workbench, singing a joyful, squeaky song. "Now we're fine and neat and clever. We'll make shoes for you, no never. But we thank you for your gifts so sweet. Now we have warm hands and happy feet." Then they skipped away and were never seen in the workshop again. But Mr. Finn and his wife were rich and happy, and they never forgot the 2 kind, helpful elves who taught them the joy of a helping hand.